Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Shitposting and Hell podcast.
It's about time.
I'm Liam.
I'm Kevin. K-Dog Kevin. K-Kizzle Kevin.
And I'm Evan.
And now I know what you guys are probably the first thing you're thinking. I mean, I know you guys are all our dedicated listeners. I mean, we're a pillar of your lives. I mean, your schedule revolves around our Spotify.
How do you even live without us? I don't know how.
You worship us like gods.
You're nothing to us. Like, we hate you. Anyways.
Yeah, and that's why you notice that we've been gone for a little while now. We've been gone a few months.
A little bit.
Yeah, you know, with all the tortured and, you know, souls and shit.
Well,
No.
Yeah, well, Kevin and I were called away to work on a little something in the hallowed halls of the second constitutional hall. You know, all those founding father guys, they're down here anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So Satan just built them a new building so they can go around all day. And
We went to the same place. What do you mean you guys didn't get tortured?
You didn't.
Tortured. We were writing a thing.
Yeah, we were doing something. You'll have to. You'll see more about that next time.
Listen to the podcast. Listen to this podcast to learn.
Do not skip.
Do not skip.
There are surprises throughout the podcast that you must stay tuned for.
A lot of surprises.
$500 giveaway at the end.
Ooh.
Just skip right to the end.
No, if you skip right to the end, it won't count. There'll be like secrets throughout the podcast.
Evan's a coder. He built in a program. It'll know if you skip. It'll know.
Oh yeah.
And it'll send malware to your computer.
Yep.
I've already programmed it.
So yeah, that's an exciting project, but we're happy to be back now. We're happy to be back for our listeners.
And you know, we're sorry. We want to provide you guys with the best content. So, you know, it's a good thing anyway. We were like letting our juices, our like creative juices and liquids flow up deep within us, you know, like totally get full right up to the top, and now we can explode it all over you guys and just cover you guys in our creativity.
I mean,
I'm not comfortable with this.
I mean, I was full. I was so full. I'm like, Kevin, I can't get the idea juice out. You gotta give me a hand.
I gave him a hand. I gave him a big hand.
Two
hands. Sometimes. We'll give you a hand too. We'll get your creative juices flowing all over you.
We'll wait for tonight.
I don't want to wait for the night.
Oh, you'll be getting it, buddy.
Coming.
You'll be getting
the night's coming, and so am I.
Speaking of coming, shit, which one's about coming?
I assume they all were.
Burt Berkman. Do you want to talk about a little gaslighting incident we did?
I mean, that's
what
kind of
gaslighting.
That's kind of what we're known. Don't
that?
do it. Don't do this to me, Evan.
You're kind of crazy, Liam. You're
no, we have a
crazy.
segment. We have a segment.
We're trying to do a bit, dude. We're trying to do a bit.
There's no such thing as gaslighting. You just made that up.
Yeah, gaslighting doesn't exist down here, Liam. We got rid of it. We banned it.
When?
It's on the Constitution.
Constitution you wrote.
Stay tuned to the last part of the episode to find out more.
But no, it's a little funny gag that Kevin and I pulled on our dear friend Evan. You know, he's such a good heart. He has such a good heart. You know that he ended up being a little naive in this one part. That's okay. He's a sweetheart, and we love him, and we really do.
Yeah, we didn't mean anything bad by this. It wasn't malicious. It wasn't like prior incidents in our lives.
We didn't do like the Kevin died in a car crash prank or anything like that.
Or you know, I killed myself. You know, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, and then I call Evan screaming, saying, "We need help. We need help. Please, you have to get home." And then he comes home, and then me and Kevin go, "April
Surprise,
Fools,
idiot! You dummy." We've never done that to him.
Yeah.
Not recently. Recently.
If he says we did, he's lying.
He's a fucking liar.
He's a manipulator, and he's ungrateful.
He's constantly gaslighting us. He's crying to make you feel bad for him. He's fake crying.
The fake show or crocodile.
This is real crying. Oh God, why? That's real crying.
Speaking of real crying, with that star. So I have to admit, this prank wasn't wholly original. We got it from these great YouTubers named Oni Plays.
Yeah, Oni Plays.
They inspired us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's so meta. We're watching YouTube together, which we often do.
Oh yeah.
And we're watching these YouTuber guys, those ones we just mentioned. And the guy told a story about how they're constantly gaslighting each other, even worse than us. Honestly, there's always kind of pulling fast ones on each other. And one of them was that one of the guys pretended they had a younger brother that died
Mhm.
named Bert,
Bert O'Neill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he had a whole backstory of like how he died. It was like they got in like a tire. He got into like a runaway tire, and it like got out of control or something.
Yeah, that's right.
And so he had a brother that like died when he was like 5 or 10 years old, and he still thinks about it sometimes. And this guy, the friend he told this to believed it for like months,
Years.
or
Yeah,
at
months
least,
or
like,
years. Yeah.
at least maybe like at least like 1 year.
Uh-huh.
And then he has to find out, like he brought it up one day, and the guy's like, "Oh, that wasn't real."
Yeah. No, I was just trolling you.
And so here's the funny part. So we all watch that. We all think it's really funny. And then
How many left?
Evan like goes to the bathroom, I think it was.
No, he was here just on his phone. Like he wasn't paying attention to the video, so he didn't catch that bit that we just described.
Yeah, and then but somehow I spoke to like Kevin privately and like, all right, what if we try to do the same thing? And just like at a single moment, it's everyone has that moment like when someone like runs up to you and is like, I'm gonna pull a prank. I'm gonna need your help. Are you in or out? Like 99% of the time, you say yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so we get there, and so once he comes back, I'm like, yeah, that was a funny bit, but it makes me a little sad. It reminds me of my own younger brother. And they're like, oh, well, really? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I actually had a younger sibling named Bert. Bert Berkman, my last name.
Mm-hmm.
And he died playing the choking game in his preschool class. And I was just kind of like, I kind of shut down. I kind of looked away.
Yeah.
Kevin was being kind of sympathetic. And
yeah.
What were your thoughts during some of the early stages of this troll, Evan?
In the early stages, I was like, oh, why is he giving us his trauma dump right now? What an asshole. We're trying to watch Oni plays right now. And then I was like, oh, that actually sounds pretty big. Because, like, you got to keep in mind, you've done theater before. You know how to act at least some of the emotions, right? So I could hear your voice like quivering, and you were doing a pretty good job of faking being sad. So I was like, oh shit, okay, he's being genuine.
Yeah, and even though this is literally, if Evan had been paying more attention, the younger brother's name was Bert, the exact same name as the fake brother in the Oni Plays bit we just watched.
Not only that, I'd given a different story in how he died. I was like, he hit his head in a car door.
Yeah,
he killed himself
he got
in a car door.
I mean,
we got like two mixed stories.
Like, I was like also semi listening to you, so like I was hearing the sad stuff. I was paying attention enough. Didn't care about the other stuff,
Yeah.
And so and it just kind of keeps going, and I'm just like, it's just so fucked up. My parents, we don't even talk about them anymore. And I pulled up a photo, an old actual Polaroid photo of my dad holding me as a baby. But, because it's a baby, no one's going to be able to tell. And they know it's my dad. I'm like, we had one photo of him before he died. And I showed it to Evan. And I'm like, yeah, this was him. This is the one photo I have of him. Still, we really like that photo. And there's just kind of silence and awkwardness. And after a while, then
I started crying.
Yeah, although, we were in a tough spot because me and Kevin were trying and really failing
totally
to hold
failing
back our laughter. It was so bad. Kevin, I think, just put like his head in his hands. I had to like go into the kitchen and like face the wall as I kept telling the story because I could not keep it under control. But there's that fine line between laughter and crying. The noises are like the
yeah.
Like I was kind of able to play it into that a little bit.
Yeah, I remember I said I was laughing and I was like, I'm sorry, it's just too much for me to handle. I don't know how to like respond to this. This is so fucked up. I was like smiling and laughing, and I just kind of played it off like it was just so much to handle.
Yeah, it was we were not all those guys like on all those like great comedy shows. They talk about like holding in like their laughter, like those they're pros, man. Like I did not have that shit down.
Like if someone tells me not to laugh, I'll probably laugh. Like if someone don't laugh when I'm telling this, like I'll probably laugh,
I mean, exactly. I think a lot of people are that same way. Mm-hmm. And so then we just kind of keep going, and I start getting a little more sad. I get to like my Oscar worthy moment, and I'm like, oh, how does he get killed? How do you die at 5 years old? You don't even get the chance to live. It's like he was never even born. He never got to see anything in the world, man. And where does that leave me? I couldn't help him. Where does that leave me?
It was at that point where it hit me that this was probably a troll. Because then at that point I was like, "Are you joking? Are you playing with me? Are you kidding?"
And then it kind of went on. Then we're like, "All right, I'm sorry, guys. And Kevin was playing a good friend. He's like, "That's all right, Liam. You know, you can talk to us about this stuff. It's okay."
Yeah, I appreciate you opening up to us.
Yeah, Kevin was being a supportive friend.
Yeah.
Evan like multiple times said like, I'm not really sure what's happening right now. He literally said it like multiple times.
What is
over
going
this
on?
ordeal. And then eventually like, all right, let's get back to YouTube and let's try to have a good time. And then like we started watching another video. We got like a few minutes into that, and then like Bert came up again somehow. I don't even remember how. We just started talking about him again, like a second half. And like this time I just was not strong enough. Like somehow he came up a second time, and then I tried to say something, and then just the laughter just poured out of me. Just poured out of me like a water fountain. Man.
Fucking Bert.
Yeah, and then we just kind of went off, and Evan's like, "Oh, I'm relieved that wasn't real. I really wasn't sure what was happening."
Mm-hmm.
And then we just did the obvious roasting because of the fact that like we just watched it. His name was Bert O'Neill. I told you this guy. He said he had a fake dead younger brother named Bert O'Neill. I'm telling you, I have a dead younger brother named Bert Berkman. It's like, how did you not pick that up, man?
See, this is what you get for not paying attention to our YouTube videos.
I'm not a big Owning Plays fan.
That's fake.
It wasn't
it's on
hitting
you,
with
man.
me. It was not making me laugh.
It's on you, man. It's
That's
funny.
fake. I have to admit. I mean, they kind of make me want to do it again.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
want to
me
gaslight you
anymore.
more.
You can't
Yeah, we
gaslight
can.
me
We already
anymore.
have.
I have the matches. You can't like that shit.
You know, there was never a constitutional convention. We were kidding. We were the ones torturing you. You know, we gaslighted you then.
The masks, buddy. You didn't ask about the masks. Those
You don't
guys
have to
wear?
wear masks.
How do they know exactly how long your penis is? I knew. I saw it.
Because it's Satan.
He doesn't know that stuff. I
He
gotta give
orders
it to
that-
him.
He does know that shit.
No, he doesn't.
God's all-knowing, and if
No,
God is
no.
transferring us down from
God
heaven to
works-
hell...
He's not giving him like records and stuff. He's letting him like sort this out. They're my fucking losers.
God works through other people, and so does Satan.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I mean,
he has his messengers, just like Satan.
I like to think that we're, important at least. We're not just nobodies. We're shitposting.
We are.
We're-
We are
we're-
important.
we're
We
Satan's
do
head
deli-
torturers.
Exactly.
Our-
We do
our- our
delivery
inner-
jobs.
Not so much. You guys not so much. But me, Satan's probably got like a desk with like a picture of me. I'm sure. Satan gives me.
I've
my
seen his
toughest
desk.
torture.
I've been behind his desk, man. I've been
you've
under his desk. Yeah.
you
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, I mean,
On top of it, with my hands down,
said,
my ass exposed.
Yeah, and
Been
then-
all over that place.
and Satan had me holding the camcorder, and I kept asking him if I could leave.
Mhm.
He said no. I asked if I
Please
could
stay.
jerk off while filming. He said no.
Which is
And
not
I'm
fair.
I'm like,
Not fair.
man, you're really unfair, Satan. I mean, I thought you were a nice guy
Mhm.
until this.
So gaslighting is real because none of that was true, and we just got you. We destroyed you. There was a constitutional convention, and you guys will get to hear it soon. The constitutional convention. We're gonna make our own constitution. Let's go.
We're living
soon,
up to
soon.
Speaking of gaslighting, I can think of one man who kind of gaslighted a whole country. That was OJ. I mean, it was before our time, but like, really think about it. He, had the whole public just like look away from the evidence, look away from the logical motives, look away from the inconsistent backstory, look away from his really shitty, fake-ish confession with that whole "if I did it" book, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gaslit a whole country, and some people call it like the greatest mistrial of the century, even.
For one thing, he was innocent, but the fact that you're calling him a gaslighter and stuff, just a testament to his like sheer will. He wanted you to think that basically.
If the
He's a
glove
gaslighter.
does not fit, Liam, then you must acquit.
Mm-hmm.
But you never have a person on the stand physically handle evidence. Though those lawyers were rookies, and his lawyer was a pro. All like 7 of them that he hired for the case.
I don't know. I gotta respect the guy. He did it.
He's really funny on Twitter, so
Mhm.
that kind of basically means I forgive him.
Well, if he did it, can you think anybody else could do that?
That's a good question. What celebrity today could get away with a double homicide? Let's remember that. It was a double homicide. 2 people killed. Who could get away with that?
I'm thinking Bill Cosby. If the man committed 2 murders right now, everybody would forget about the other stuff he did. And he got off on the other stuff too. He's that beloved.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. He's free right now.
I'm feeling more like Cardi B. She already got away with a lot of stuff. I feel like she could
Not
keep
murder
getting away.
though.
Oh, she definitely could.
Oh.
I mean, roofie dosage is it's pretty. You gotta be really careful with roofie dosage. He maybe did kill 1 or 2 people along the way without even knowing it.
Well, there's no evidence of that, so we don't really know. I'd say there is a woman that's gotten away with murders. What's her name? Kylie Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner ran someone over with their car and got away with it. So, and she is only a mid woman. She's not even that attractive. So I'd say the hottest woman, besides, my girlfriend Ella, who is the hottest. But besides that, Scarlett Johansson would maybe be able to get away with murder. I'm just saying. Like, if it was kind of like a gray zone.
I mean, I feel like a jury of like Evans would certainly acquit Scarlett Johansson.
Absolutely.
I mean,
a jury of most people.
I don't know. I don't find women attractive.
Huh?
What? Why are you guys implying that I would just blindly vote yes, not guilty?
You're the biggest simp we know, buddy. That's part of what got you down here.
So you're gay?
I'm not gay either. I'm asexual. In hell, I'm asexual. I don't know if that's insensitive or not. I'm sorry.
I think I identify as asexual when I'm in hell. I think I might be okay.
You'll be all right. The
hope
asexual
so.
community will forgive you. As long as you're actually asexual.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm an... Wait, hold on. What? No, I'm an ally on Earth. But I'm not on Earth. I'm in hell.
Well, say you're on Earth. Well, we're not going to be... Scarlett Johansson is on Earth right now and not in hell down with us yet.
That's true. So you got to think like Earth you would think.
Earth
Back when I was alive,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, I would probably...
Yeah, I would vote too.
I think I
can't
would
lie.
too. I mean,
I would be like, I'm not sure. And if she like winked at me, I'd be like, all right, yep, she's good.
Mm-hmm.
Clear. Check.
Yeah, if she smiled, if she said, that just happened. If she said, I'm not guilty.
Yeah, I would, and then I would say, and then like the Reddit guys, besides the simping, they would go, well, she already went through so much heartbreak, in the Avengers series, and then when she already sacrificed her life to save the MCU. So I think we can forgive her for this case.
But do you think straight women, if it was all straight women on that jury, would they acquit her?
Well, all women born after 1993 are bisexual, so I think there's a good chance she'd have a lot of those on her side.
I hear that. But what if it was all, like middle-aged, like 40-year-olds, like women, whites?
Then
white woman.
I'm not. That's a tougher one. It would depend on how skilled ScarJo's attorney is, because the attorneys, they are involved in the process of selecting a jury. So that's probably what the prosecution would try to get in, and then it'd be dependent on how rigorous her defense attorney was turning that away. They have a no straight females wanted sign on the courtroom door for when they got those people in.
But even some straight females have their like exceptions. And how many times are the straight women exceptions Scarlett Johansson? I'd say it's a big chunk. I'd say
Probably.
A lot of them.
Like how many men's one-time thing would be like Ryan Reynolds, right?
0.
1.
2.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry, I mean...
He's not an exception because I'm just gay.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're right. But even besides, I do think a very attractive, rich woman like Scarlett Johansson, I think, in most scenarios, I think she could get away with it. But someone who's not a attractive straight woman that I think could get away with a double homicide is, at this point, Kanye. I mean...
Kanye West.
Let's be real. His fans, he has a huge fan base, huge built-in fan base, and they follow him wherever he goes, man. He's like, I'm going to change my life forever and marry one of the most shallow people in the world. His fans went, okay, we love Kim Kardashian.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm going to completely change my musical legacy and make nothing but gospel albums. And they went, okay, I love God. You know, and he said, "Hey guys, I had a big change in my life. I did a double murder." They go, "Okay, I love double homicide."
I love murder. Well, I think you're true to some extent, because there are some people who somehow defend Jesus as king. I mean, his worst album by far, and but there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, this is trash. You know, I like Kanye, I love Kanye, but this is kind of ridiculous. There's people that are fed up with Kanye, and some people might see like 2 murders as like the end of it. You know, unless it was like an actual OJ and he killed Kim and Pete, then possibly Kim, not exactly the most beloved national figure.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson, kind of a loser too.
Yeah, I think his popularity is starting to wane. And
Plummeting.
I know a lot of guys. I think a lot of guys were kind of annoyed with him from the start.
I feel like most guys would be jealous
Of course, I mean,
of a guy like that pulling Kim Kardashian.
and Ariana Grande.
Oh my lord,
Yeah, I'm furious.
I mean,
I'm pissed as hell.
yeah.
I want to bring him down here now.
Let's get him down here. Come on, Kanye, do it.
Don't do it, Kanye. You
This
have
is
too much to
just
live
a
for.
joke.
Don't do it.
This is just a joke.
I mean, we know
TM.
Kanye's listening, so we have to make sure we get that message to
Absolutely.
him.
Yeah.
Maybe
Only
put-
Kanye listens. He's our one listener.
We're just saying that we would have quit you, Kanye.
Yeah,
We would do it.
pull some strings, get us on the jury. That's three out of 12 people on your side.
That's enough for a mistrial, at least.
Exactly.
But I do think he could do it, because think about it like this. So you talk about the general population of the United States of who could make up this jury. Anyone that is just in general a Kanye music fan, which there are millions of, probably 10 plus million diehard fans in the United States, if not more.
Yeah.
So you got those people coming to bat for him, right? But then one would say that the most bulletproof jury against him would be a bunch of old racist Republicans, right? Because
Yeah.
he's a rapper,
Black
right?
man.
He's
Rapper.
a black rapper, right? So you'd think that's the number one jury to bring him down. And normally that'd be true. But Kanye is the exception. Because he loves Trump, he loves God, he's now become cool. The right wing, they love embracing Kanye, saying Kanye's on our side. That means we're the cool kids in campus. Which means if you got a jury of old racist Republicans, they'd all give him a pass too.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, we're not racist. We like this one black guy. That would like prove all those, right wingers, to be not racist. I think they do it.
Exactly. So it's like he's got his strong points, which are his fans protecting him, and even his weak points, old racist people, even a lot of them would be on his side. I mean, I think he's the strongest candidate. Honestly, I do. Because something you're forgetting about with Scarlett is that, especially when there's a beautiful, successful woman on the internet, you got a lot of incels. And those are the incels. That's the one demographic besides older straight women and incels, who are going to hate her no matter what she does.
Exactly what happened to
Even
Amber
if
Heard. Yeah.
Even if she actually was innocent, like Amber Heard,
Yes.
they would ignore it anyway. Because
Because they hate women so much.
They're virgin losers and they don't have any sex. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Like a beautiful, like perfect woman like Hillary Clinton, they all hate her, for no reason.
She was the first girl boss, and she doesn't get the respect.
Doesn't
she
get
deserves.
credit. She doesn't get the credit.
No credit.
I don't understand.
It's a shame.
I don't
It's
even
really
understand.
a shame. So I think we got Kanye.
Kanye, for sure. Maybe
okay.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I think Scarlett Johansson has a strong possibility. What about you, Evan? Is there any celeb you think that could go?
I'm still going to stand by Cardi B. I think that she can probably get out of it pretty easily. Just like, oh, sorry, I was girl bossing it.
I think there's a mid chance. I think she would have to make a movie. She'd have to, because remember she was like, I think she was like tangentially involved like in the production of that Hustler movie.
Yeah.
Which is about like strippers rolling dudes.
Mm.
And that kind of like really washed her reputation, really kind of sanitized it. So if she immediately did a movie, if she also got involved in another movie about a pop star who murders 2 people in a fit of jealousy and got a star-studded cast for it, then I think her chance will be stronger. That's what I give.
And it would depend on the murder too. Like if she does, remember Popclaw from The Boys? Basically, like sits on a guy's face and crushes it. Like an accidental murder or something like that.
True.
Like 2 of those. Then people would be like, well, like I guess I can't really blame
those
them.
men probably were happy to die that way.
Exactly. I mean, what's a better death than that? I mean, let's be real.
That's a good point. I do think maybe there'd be some more sympathy if it was some sort of crazy sex mishap
Mhm.
crime.
Not saying that Cardi B would do that. I think she's she's a nice gal. She wouldn't do that.
You saying Cardi B actually did just give me one.
You're literally taking my idea. It's so
Well,
sad. Danny DeVito.
Okay.
Let Liam
perfect.
speak, dude.
No, I
You
won't
keep
let
fucking
Liam
interrupting
speak.
him,
I won't
dude.
let
Stop
Liam
it.
speak.
So rude.
I'm cutting
We've
you
been
out,
talking
dude.
this whole podcast, Evan.
You know, I'm cutting Evan out every time he talks. I'm doing it.
I'm going to bleep you every time that you speak.
Go ahead, Evan.
Danny DeVito. All right, he's a beloved comedian, beloved
That's
actor.
true.
All right.
Mm.
Who doesn't love him? Who doesn't think of the memes when they think of Danny DeVito?
I haven't met anyone that dislikes him.
Exactly.
Mm.
They would, one, think that it was a huge meme, right?
Right.
And two,
Mm.
where are you going to find a juror that doesn't know Danny DeVito? All right, you'd have to go overseas,
Ooh.
and the United States doesn't do that. We don't like immigrants in the United States.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't think it's legal to have a Chinese person like who's from China as a juror.
Not anymore.
I think they got to be like American
I
citizens.
think gotta be landowners too. I think that was in there.
Really? You got to be a landlord,
Now,
To be a
now,
juror?
landowner.
I don't think so.
landowner.
Yeah.
Oh, or like a rentier.
When I was alive, I was summoned to be a juror, and I don't own land.
Well, things have changed. Stick around to the end of the episode to see it. But I think you do have a good point. I think that's a much stronger candidate than Cardi B, because I love Danny DeVito so much. I would not send a cute little guy like that to prison. No way.
I don't think I'd believe it no matter what. Like I don't think I would believe it. No matter how much, if there was video footage of him doing it, I'd be like, that's a deep fake.
I would agree. Exactly. I think also, I mean, the other thing with OJ, his physical fitness was part of the trial, because he murdered 2 people to death with a knife at the same time. That requires an incredible amount of strength and speed and, evil. But I don't see Danny DeVito having any of those qualities. He's not evil. He's a saint. He really is. He's a saint. And in terms of power and speed, maybe he's on the lower end. Maybe.
Big maybe.
I mean, I think if you took footage of him chasing someone with a knife with murderous intent, and then put funny music over it, I think it'd be a really
the Ben
good.
Hill theme. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think it would be a really good, maybe a good bit, and I'd be like, oh, they're filming. I'd see the footage and I go, oh, that's just that's leaked footage from the new season of Sun in Philadelphia. I'll leave it alone.
Yeah, exactly. See, and I think someday people will start making arguments that footage is deep faked. It's like, I didn't kill that person. That's deep fake. That's faked. It's made by.
Probably. That's a
Deep
little.
state.
It's a little scary to think about. Although, actually, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know all the stuff about it. But I mean, I have heard people say that with our naked eye, it might be impossible to tell apart deep fakes, but suppose at the moment computers can always detect a deep fake.
Do you think jurors though would be able to tell?
Well, I think it'd have to be tried differently. Honestly, I think it'd have to be every video would have to be run through whatever analyzing program they use, and it's all right, this video has been found to contain no deep faking. It can now be presented before the jury. So maybe it won't be a huge problem. Maybe the first couple of ones will slip under the radar, and then but once the government realizes oh, this deep fake thing is kind of a problem, then they make that scanning software necessary. Then it'd just be an extra hassle. It'd be another reason. It'd just be another reason on the mountain of court is so expensive and so slow. Probably is that every single video has to be checked for deep fakes.
They're already the government's already using deep fakes for Joe Biden.
I mean, that's what it looks like. Either that or the clone theory is true.
You can't be pro-insurrection or pro-coup as his face is melting off. His face looks like it's boiling.
What was the lady that got the water on her? She melted. What was that?
Wizard of Oz?
Yeah,
Wicked Witch?
The Wicked Witch. Yeah, just.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be pro-insurrection or pro-cop.
Yeah, I think there is actually one more. A person, someone that can get away with murder, a really obvious murder of 2 or maybe even more people, and always get away with it. I think I know one more person.
Okay.
You know what it is?
Me?
Close. Every single person that's ever been president.
You know what? I was actually about to say that. They literally have, and they've gotten away with a bit more than 2. Every
Exactly.
U.S. president ever.
Oh yeah, so I think it brings to a close. The people that will be most likely, things that make you most likely to become the second coming of OJ. Very attractive, rich woman, Kanye West,
Beloved actor
beloved actor,
and president.
and president. Yeah.
So if you want to get away with murder, if you act like seriously, if you want to get away with murder, like your whole job is murder, become the president. That's all you got to do. It's really easy. There's been like 46 of them.
Especially
You have a
these
chance.
days.
You got a shot.
I declare that all my hit pieces will be done by the Secret Service.
That's a weird thing for the president to say, but he's the president, so it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
I wrote it into executive order, executive action.
I mean,
Executive action, kill all my enemies. Be kind of base.
Kill all my running opponents.
Well, that's just being Putin. We don't have any listeners in Russia, do we?
shit,
I know.
it's an entire base, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, we have 500 listeners, and 497 of them are in Russia.
Well. Anyways, if we were U.S. president, I think we would change a lot of stuff. I think we would,
Absolutely.
make an effort to change founding document
Absolutely.
of the United States.
We, the people, the United States of America, do in fact hold to be true that all men are created equal. Actually, now that I read that out loud, I'm thinking, men have had their chance for the past 270 years. It's time.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to let women have that equality.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I think that makes
so
sense.
how would you change it?
All right. We hold to be true and self-evident that all women are created equal.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So wait, what about trans women?
Okay,
What about
okay,
non-binary people?
Okay.
What about men?
We hold all these truths in self-evidenceness that all people are created equal.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. Oh, people?
Yeah, you solved the problem.
Shit.
You don't even. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Oh, but what about animal rights?
Yeah, well, I
Shit.
would. If I was rewriting the Constitution, I would have more animal rights.
Okay. That all creatures.
Creatures.
created-
Humans are not creatures, though. That
Well-
leaves us out then. Organisms?
I think organisms.
Organisms.
Okay.
Mhm.
All organisms created equal. What about alien life? I just thought about that. What if we find that there's
I mean, we
They're
need to have a backup
organisms.
plan. The government never prepares for these aliens, and that's why they get blown up. all
This
the
is
time.
too hard. Just make it men. Just men. Everyone will get that.
Yeah, like men, human.
Yeah, people know what that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Scratch the. All men are created equal.
Oh, that's good. That's good. But we still give the woman a chance. There's got to be something for women in there, right?
Wait a second. This is the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, I noticed that a while ago.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything because you're doing
Yeah,
such a good
that's not
job reading the
That's
thing.
not what we're here for.
That's not really the Constitution.
Okay.
I mean, I think it could go in there. Like, why not just put the Declaration of Independence in the Constitution?
That's not
Yeah, I
right.
mean, Americans. I mean, what we're supposed to read 2 things? No, I mean, on a good day, Americans read 1 thing.
More like a good week or month or entire school. Entire time of being in school.
School is a time unit.
Entire school. Just because I didn't go to school.
Don't burn the oven. You can't leave it on for more than 2 schools.
Well, that
Fuck off.
just brings us to our point. As some of our most preeminent legal scholars have been saying, the Constitution, it's getting a little old. It's a little old. It's a little rusty, a little dusty, and we think it needs to be shaken up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to change the founding document of this country in order to make a new.
We the people are gonna change this Constitution.
Oh yeah.
We the people.
We may not be landowners,
Mhm.
but we're gonna say some shit. All right.
Oh yeah. We're not slave owners, land owners, merchants, lawyers, anything like that. We're just torturers. And we're gonna make this thing way better.
Satan gives us his toughest battles because he knows that we can do it damn good.
Earth's strongest warriors.
Strongest warriors.
I mean, even like I said, he even let us use his exact replica of the Constitution Hall. I mean, we're finally living up to our name. From the first episode, Constitutional Convention in Hell, we're doing it. We're finally making it happen.
Yeah.
We've
Shit
come
posting
full
at the-
circle, as I say.
Yeah, absolutely. Finally giving you guys what you want. You guys really wanted some political commentary from us. I heard that. I got a lot of emails.
We read the
constantly
comments. We saw all the comments. Yeah.
I read the Spotify playlist. I know what the people want.
If you guys generally want to email us, you can email us at
shitpostinginhell@gmail.com, with the I in shit being a 1.
for all criticisms and recommendations. Like, you really can. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, we are just sitting around in hell. There's a lot of time to check email.
Please talk to me. I'm very lonely down here.
Anyhow, I think another thing that we should do as well is make it illegal within the Constitution, right? That you cannot read the Declaration of Independence nor the Constitution without listening to the famous president's theme. But that has to be on repeat.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, and people, the music will provide meaning to the text, and the text will provide meaning to the music, and it'll make everyone more patriotic. Patriotism levels will rise. It'll skyrocket in this country.
And you got to read the whole thing if you start it. So you can't just half-ass it. Because if you're reading one amendment, then you're not getting the context of the other amendments.
But I can't read that long.
Shit. So we can shorten it. We can just get rid of all the filler amendments.
Yeah,
basically.
I mean, people will know what we mean. I mean,
yeah.
People will be able to interpret what we're saying. I think we kind of have a knack for that.
The first 10 basically knock them out, right? People don't really use that anymore. That's kind of like an old, an old thing, right? It's kind of an old thing.
Yeah, and I mean, we thought we did actually rewrite the Second Amendment to have the clear and present definition, but with looking around, it doesn't look like anyone really wants a clear definition of the Second Amendment.
Yeah,
I want it more convoluted.
It should be more vague. Yeah.
I mean, a well-regulated militia or not being not necessary to the non-security of the non-free state, the non-right of the sometimes people to loan and wolf arms shall maybe not be infringed.
You see, that's a little not enough convoluted. I think it should be well regulated.
Okay,
that's it. So then no one knows what the fuck it's about. So then it keeps its current meaning.
Or how about just bear arms?
I think that's
Bear
Or like
arms.
the animal bear.
Yeah, bear arms.
I think that's two different choices for the country though. We either it's either Second Amendment, well regulated, or Second Amendment, bear arms. That's violent. That's peace versus violence.
We send out a Twitter poll.
But think about liberals who are gonna see well regulated and think that applies to stuff like, I don't know, your food, not having poison in your food or something.
Yuck. No thanks.
No. We're gonna keep that stuff in there because
No,
it's good
no,
for you.
no.
It's good for you.
No.
I mean,
What the
would
jungle was about.
immediately. All right, then the Third Amendment now becomes me saying that none of that is what the Second Amendment means.
Oh shit! Well, but the Fourth Amendment is saying that that's fucking wrong too.
The Fourth Amendment is the quarantine.
Quarantine?
Yeah, the troops.
no, the third
That's
one.
the Third Amendment, dude.
That's the Fourth.
No, the Fourth
No.
Amendment is search and seizure.
Seriously, though.
Like
Wait,
seriously.
we're allowed to have a seizure right now?
Yeah, you can have a seizure right now.
Anytime you want, bro. That's what America's
That's what
all
America's
about.
all about. Okay, sorry. Okay, we'll keep the Fourth Amendment. Get rid of. I mean, honestly, seriously, get rid of the Third Amendment. That's ridiculous. Why do we have that in there?
I mean,
Let's get that out.
Yeah, I mean, I would although, you know what? I think we weren't hard enough with the Third Amendment. I think that's the problem. We said the soldiers can't go in our houses, but I don't think that's good enough. I mean, we dealt with our ancestors, the proud Americans that made this country, dealt with a lot of shit. A lot of soldiers eating their food, stinking up their couch. I think.
Yep.
I think we need.
You?
It's like the end of Hunger Games. We don't need justice. We need revenge. I think it should be all soldiers should be mandated. They have to let anyone stay in their house if they want to.
Ooh,
They have to have a dedicated room to soldiers.
Yeah, at least one. At least the soldiers have to every soldier has to keep one room in their house. I mean, their whole job, right, to serve the people. right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
So, and how better way is to let me stay over and have a nice bowl of soup if I swing by the area, you know?
Let me shoot some of those guns. Shoot a rocket launcher or something.
Yeah, that will be more beneficial to America than anything we've done in the Middle East in the past 10 years. Let's be honest.
All right, look, listen, all right. On that note, I already hear the opposition to this. They're going to be like, what if we can't afford to have an extra room? We have 15 million kids because we're Americans. Okay, easy answer. We're writing in the Constitution, it's illegal to be poor.
Ooh,
Yeah,
shit.
I think that's what our
That
founding,
might solve it.
I think that's what the founding fathers intended, but we just weren't able to get the job done.
So what do you do with poor people then?
You take them, right? You put them on a boat. You send them
Oh.
elsewhere. You send them to Hawaii, right? But you take all the good shit from Hawaii and bring it to the United States.
I don't know
where
if
the rich people are.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Where would you want to go since you're poor?
The hell? I'm pretty
All
comfy right
we'll
now.
dig right down to the core of
Okay.
the earth where
Yeah.
hell is. And
I've
we'll
seen a
throw
couple of
them
movies
there.
about that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's possible.
Okay, so we dig down, keep them there, and I was a dem in my real life, so I'd say they should have the option to go down the hell if they want to, or not, or otherwise they
No,
can go.
they're forced. It's illegal
No,
to be
no,
poor.
no, no. Otherwise they
Death
can.
by-
Otherwise they can go
Yeah.
to Florida. I'd say that's a good.
Oh, that's probably worse,
Florida-
actually.
Actually, is that too cruel? That's against the Sixth
No.
Amendment. Oh, let's get rid of the Sixth
Yeah, get rid of
Amendment.
the Sixth Amendment.
Okay, so you can be as cruel as you like.
I was going to say about that the Eighth Amendment. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fine imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. That's the Eighth Amendment. And honestly, I think it's only a little change to this one. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted, comma, unless it would be really funny to do so.
Oh shit.
Because, think about how many good punishments. We're going to duct tape an incredibly angry chimpanzee to your back for 24 hours. And if you survive, then you're free to go.
Even if you do the worst crime possible.
chimpanzee.
Yeah, it's even if they live, we give them a chance. See, how funny would that be? And then when he goes 10 hours, okay. Finally calm down. Things okay. Then you go banana break, and then you throw a bunch of bananas at the monkey. And that makes it
time.
really angry, and it starts freaking out. Right? So see how funny that would be. We're missing out on it.
Okay.
And you can't kill the monkey. That'd just be
of
unfair.
course.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we already said that animals have
They have
more rights
rights,
than
yeah.
people.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not
Oh, yeah,
death
that's
by
true.
combat.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
That also reminds me. I think another big issue in this country is that people talk all the time about my fairness, my equality. I think that's one of the big problems in this country is that in the original documents, our country forefathers said that everyone there will be liberty and justice for all. I think it should be liberty and justice for none. All right?
Ooh.
What's up with the handouts in this country? I deserve a free trial. I deserve an unbiased jury.
I
No,
deserve food. I deserve
bitch.
shelter.
You don't
What?
deserve anything. You are going to be carried 9 months until you were born, because that's what God intended. And after that, you're on your own, pal. Your parents don't even have to take care of you.
Mm-mm.
And I think if someone gets in trouble, they either get a cruel and unusual punishment, if it's funny, like described, or they have to do a trial by combat. If a lot of these guys, these TikTok trap thirst boys with their puffy, curly hairdos, they had to hold a spear and stab their opponent in the neck in order to avoid having a chimpanzee taped to their back, I think we'd fix the problems in this country.
Mhm.
We really would. Stop all the entitled liberals and all that. I think we'd put an end to it once and for all.
So let's start with the presidents. Let's start getting them fighting each other. Let's start getting them dueling.
No. I'm gonna write in there that presidents are excluded from
Wait,
this.
why?
Why? I don't
They're
want
the
to see.
biggest criminals.
But I'm a patriot. I don't want to see my presidents fight like that.
They're fucking up the country. They're the ones who messed us up.
They
the
want
whole
to be
reason
doing
we're
this.
writing this
They want to be
is
doing
because
this
they
with
messed
us.
up. Is the president's messed up? The whole reason we're writing this
That's
constitution.
because Congress messed up. That's it. I'm writing them out.
Okay, fine. We're getting rid of cons. It's only presidents.
Only
All right.
presidents.
Presidents can do anything.
And then
Okay.
we're gonna add like 100 Supreme Court
And we
justices.
can be like the one guy from Haiti, and we're the president. We declare ourselves president for as long as need be.
Yeah.
And I think that it should be me.
Okay.
I'm writing in the Constitution that's not you.
Well, you can do that, but I have I work
You
with
need
the
a-
devil, so I'll be the one
No.
sending it. So I'll have the last word.
You
I
need like a
promise you.
2/3 majority, man. In fact, I'm writing it in
I'm
there.
I'm
100%
on his
majority.
thing. Kevin promised. Well, I'm the VP.
Yeah, he's a VP.
I-
We
it's
already
too
talked
late.
about this.
I already did my.
It's
feather pen in
2/3,
the
man.
ink.
I
I
got
already
whiteout,
scribbled
bro.
on it.
I got whiteout, dude.
Whiteout doesn't go on the.
Yes, it does.
barf
I just
paper,
wrote
man.
Constitution. It does.
Nope.
Whiteout
I just came up with 11th Amendment. Whiteout shall go on the Constitution.
No, you don't have the feather pen. I have the feather pen. I have the talking show.
No, you don't.
I do. It's right here.
I got a
Dip,
ballpoint
dip,
pen.
dip,
I got a
dip.
ballpoint pen.
All right. We're at an impasse. Maybe we should come
okay.
up. How do we? What if? I think we should figure out. Maybe people after us. I mean, I don't know why they would change this Constitution since it's going to be perfect. But maybe people get really stupid in a few hundred years and they'll want to change our ideas. Right? Maybe we should figure out something about the process. How do we resolve conflicts in the House? of
Well,
Government,
I
maybe?
think it should be our descendants, like they have to like do some sort of duel or like some sort of like test of wits, so they have to like debate them or like do a duel or
Yeah,
like
it's
swim.
either a physical.
Duel, though. We already have duels.
Well, yeah, because duels
Yeah,
solve everything.
true. Duels are good. Like
We can't
effective.
be violent. We gotta expect our descendants
You think we're too
to be
violent?
less violent. All right, they're gonna be
Oh,
peaceful. It's gonna be a one world order. So then
Oh.
we have to decree, right? Why don't we do something like whoever's the youngest born at the time
no,
gets to decide?
no. Whoever has the best rap verse, do rap battles between
Right, 'cause
our
what- 'cause what-
descendants
'cause what
and
is-
whoever
what
wants
is-
to challenge us.
Things got going because what does rap test? It tests your creativity,
Mhm.
your fierceness,
Yep.
coordination.
Uh-huh.
You gotta be on top of your game physically, spiritually, and mentally in order to be a good rapper.
Okay.
You can get it with murder.
I understand this. Okay, I understand your guys' point. So here's my compromise. Here's my compromise of 1850. All right. How about we make it the youngest person born must do a rap verse to do it?
Youngest
In
born
America?
Yeah, because I don't want
Like-
anyone changing.
Like a
what I'm
1 day
writing.
year old?
No. Like
What do you mean?
Literally that second.
Huh?
Yeah, no, I don't want anyone touching this Constitution. I don't want them to change it. So make it the youngest person alive, right? Because they're literally milliseconds. Literally milliseconds. All right. They have milliseconds
But-
to wrap this verse and change.
But
the
shit,
Constitution.
what if it's a Children of Men scenario where everybody below 18 is gone? Everybody below 18 is dead. Then you're gonna have some right out of the hood, like incredibly gifted, like Kendrick Lamar, basically descendant, 18-year-old who just comes and like, spits fire on ours, and like we really got to be training our descendants.
Writing down in the Constitution real quick: the CIA will kill the youngest person alive in the United States.
A little Moses type tactic.
Okay.
I got you.
Writing down they cannot win the rap battle.
Yeah, they are not allowed to win the rap battle.
Secretly in the
Yeah,
fade out text, they cannot win the rap
Invisible
battle.
text. Yeah.
They will never win.
So government issues of
Okay.
changing the Constitution, the Constitution will be decided by a rap battle between the youngest descendants. However, secretly, if one side or they both disagrees with what's already written on the paper, they will be killed.
Mhm.
Am I getting it?
They can't win.
Yeah, basically
yeah.
they can't win. There's no changing it.
Okay, right, good. I just want to make sure I got that straight.
But we want to give them the illusion of choice.
Exactly. That's what America's all about, baby. Yeah. I said that's why ours is such an improvement because we're not lying to you. Hey,
No.
you don't want a chimpanzee taped to your back, pumped full of steroids, and with bananas shot at you from a cannon. Then you gotta pick up a spear, sword, shield, and you
Mhm.
gotta get to fighting. We're
Mhm.
being straightforward. We're giving them a chance. It's 50-50, really.
Now, back to the amendments real quick. The 13th Amendment. All right, you already know what I'm gonna say.
What's that one?
The 13th Amendment is the one about slavery. All right,
Oh, what's that?
you know what I have to do.
What's that?
I'm taking out the part where it says that slavery is still legal in the prison system. That's not okay. That's genuinely not okay. Us at the Shitposting in Hell podcast studios, we don't agree with that, even in a joking manner.
We're progressive.
We agree. Really, yeah, what it should be is that neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except for people that don't watch this podcast. I think
Oh,
that should
yeah.
be the exception.
Yeah.
People that don't watch the podcast, I mean, it's like, what, like a few hundred people in the
Mhm.
world maybe aren't watching at this point?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, does anyone
fair.
that... Yeah, slavery should be gone in every form, especially in the prison system. Except if you don't watch our show.
And why would we even have a prison system? We have the chimp stuff and we have the duels. Like, we don't need a prison system anymore. Let's get rid of it.
And think about how much money goes back into taxpayer hands when we got rid of those systems. You know how much a chimpanzee costs? Like $200.
You know, yeah, spears? Like, maybe $1,000 each. We can have, like, one spear per state. By the way, there should be double the states, probably. We got too few.
Yeah, I think we need at least 3
California's huge, yeah.
Since California's so big, it might need... it might need 3, honestly.
No, where I would get it is I would split up North and South Dakota into their own little districts, all right? Because who cares about those 2 states? And Wyoming as well, because no one's there. We chop that all up until it's like 500 different little states.
What if we do... Actually, I have a really good... This is a good... It'll be a good example for the rest of the country. You got North and South Dakota, right? So one top of the other. Then we draw a big line right down the center of the 2 states. So now there are now 4 quadrants of North and South Dakota have now become 4 quadrants, and we recreate. It's like a little purge experiment that we pull here. It's for science, for political science, a political science experiment. You have those 4 quadrants. They're now there, and we fill each quadrant with only people that believe in the corresponding quadrant on the political belief ideology chart, right? So you got your bottom left, top right, bottom right, you know, and in each one is like an experiment. We put we split it north and south into 4 quarters, populate them with the corresponding people from the ideology, put a dome around it, wait 5 years, we check back in, and whichever ideology corner is still standing or is doing the best, then that proves who's right. Then we don't even need the political chart anymore, the ideology chart. We don't even need it anymore.
We can get rid of politics, yeah.
Yeah, politics will completely be decided by whoever survives the North-South Dakota Battle Royale, basically. I mean, when does a Battle Royale not solve something? When does a Battle Royale not improve society? Fortnite greatly increased society. Hunger Games, everyone's happy in Hunger Games.
People love Hunger Games.
Japan invented Battle Royale. Look how happy they are.
Danganronpa, people love Danganronpa.
Exactly. We're going to create Danganronpa in North and South Dakota.
Absolutely. And the beginning of America was basically a battle royale. I mean, they're kind of all out for each other.
There was the Loyalists, there was the British, there was the American
Native
Rebels.
Americans.
The Native Americans, yeah, they were a wild card. They could go from both sides.
Yeah.
You know, exactly. I think we're going back to the roots, which is what our founding fathers would have wanted.
And you know what? You know what? My amendment is, women have just had it too easy, honestly. Women are too beautiful. Women are too pretty and gorgeous. I think, yeah, you've experienced this?
Yeah, no, I see a woman, she's so beautiful, and I start crying, and I have to run home. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of living like that.
They are scary. And in fact, I think they're so scary. Women are too beautiful that we should remove makeup for women. Guys have to wear makeup, but women are not allowed. That way, we can have a bit of an advantage, because guys are too ugly. Guys, I mean, come on. We're so far behind in, looks stuff. I mean,
Speak for yourselves.
No, I'm thinking of you, man.
We're calling this the Evan Clause.
You're asexual down here, brother.
Nope.
You don't even get any pussy down here.
Nope.
I get plenty.
Nope.
Of pussy and, other stuff.
I don't agree.
So I think women, they should not wear makeup. They should just have to. I think they look better without their makeup. Honestly, I think most women do. Genuinely.
And and the guys, they have to have a little bit. They can do kind of like the Ezra Miller and just some eyeshadow, some lipstick, or you can go the full. Than me, I'm gonna go geisha. I'm gonna powder my face so it's completely white, and then just have bright red lips, and less I'm just gonna go around like that. I think that'd be a major improvement from the situation I have going on right now, and I think it's true for a lot of guys. We would solve incels. We would solve gender tension between the genders. Be gone just like that.
Yeah, I'm on board now.
The playing field is lovely.
Yeah, if a guy just feels bad about his looks, I don't look very good, I'm ugly or whatever, put on tons and tons of makeup, and then he's the most beautiful individual you've ever seen. And it's irresistible, right? So I think this is catch all to most of our problems. I think just straight up, we'd be done. Like America, like everyone would get along.
All right. Honestly, I think we've done a pretty damn good job here, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we've solved racial, gender inequality. We have fixed our broken Neanderthal caveman political system into something sleek, streamlined, efficient. We're saving the taxpayers tens of thousands of dollars every year with our new things. We're creating more individual liberty by cutting every state in half at least once.
But I thought you didn't want individual liberty. I thought you wanted liberty for nobody.
Well, that's the beautiful thing, right? Is that everyone will be kind of like clawing and striving to try and get it. And whether they succeed or not, who knows? But just the fact that they're trying to get it will make them think they are getting it.
Yeah, that's not like now at all. You're right.
Exactly.
Shit.
No one does that now.
No.
So that's why I think we've done something good. I mean, Satan picked the right guys when he assigned us to rewrite the Constitution. Can I get a high five, guys?
Yeah.
Woo!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Woo.
You're goddamn right I did.
Oh, hello, Your
Hey,
Majesty
Satan,
of
what's up?
Darkness.
I chose the 3 dumbest people I could find in all of hell to write the Constitution for the United States. They came to me, they requested, Satan, how can you make the United States even worse than what it already is? And I said, let me handle that. And I gave it to you 3.
No. What?
Oh, man.
But we did a good job. It's
This is
solid.
fucking bullshit, dude.
It's out of my hands. The United States requested me specifically, and I thought you 3 were dumber than me.
All right, well, I guess you'll have to see the last amendment. America blows up right fucking now, bitch.
You think I care? I want America to blow up. I don't care as long as America becomes a shithole.
Right.
Fuck.
He played right into his hands.
Oh, sorry, America. We messed up. Ah, shit. We'll start again. All right. Next episode, changing the Chinese Constitution. Stay tuned.